Infosys co-founder Narayana Murthy sparked a nationwide debate with his statement, "My request is that our youngsters must say, 'This is my country, I want to work 70 hours a week.'" His statement brought the issue of work-life balance to the forefront. Working 70 hours would mean dedicating 11.5 hours each day to a 6-day work week. With at least 8 hours of sleep factored in, this leaves people with only 4.5 hours for spending time with family, friends, personal recreation, and hobbies. In his interview, he cites the example of Germany and Japan after the Second World War, highlighting how those generations worked tirelessly to rebuild the nation. However, the question arises, are these nations truly ideal examples to emulate? The Japanese economic miracle, which began in the 1950s and continued in the 1990s, witnessed significant economic growth, propelling Japan to become the world's second largest economy. However, Japan currently faces the challenge of having the fastest aging population, with 28% of its citizens over the age of 65. Hence revealing that while Japan focused highly on economic development, it had an adverse effect on the concept of family and children. Many came to Murthy's defense, providing a nuance for his statement. They clarified that it wasn't about the literal 70 hours, but rather a symbol of the hard work that young citizens should be willing to contribute for growth. Sudha Murthy, his wife, mentioned, "He has worked 80 to 90 hours a week, so he doesn't know what less than that is. He believes in real hard work, and he lived like that. Hence, he has conveyed what he felt." Building a company like Infosys from the ground up required Narayana Murthy to make significant personal sacrifices, just as some individuals are called to do so. It's worth noting, though, that his statement was a request rather than a directive, and can be contextualized for each person. It's essential to recognize that in the life of a nation, people make different types of investment in various aspects of their lives. And not all these investments need to be vocational for the nation to prosper. Narayana Murthy's investment was unique to his calling, and his family supported the sacrifice required. However, what constitutes a meaningful contribution can vary greatly. Some parents invest more than 11 hours a day in their children and their homes, contributing to the nation's well-being. Others spend ample time reading, playing, and pursuing hobbies, which also enhances the overall health of the nation. There are those who spend hours in prayer, which may have intangible yet invaluable effects on the nation. Hence, it varies from person to person. History teaches us that demanding a whole population to uniformly work tirelessly for a nation's economic development does not necessarily lead to the individual or national flourishing. Examples such as the Great Leap Forward in China or the Revolution from Above in Russia called for tireless dedication to the nation's progress. But ultimately, it led to large-scale collapses. A nation has the potential to become a soulless machine that demands much from its people. The key is to live fulfilling lives with well-balanced allocation of time among work, family, friends, health, hobbies, and all the other facets that make life meaningful. Only when people in a nation find fulfillment in these different areas can the nation truly thrive. It's not about becoming the greatest economy, but also understanding that economics and hard work is necessary for an abundant life. If we bow down to the idol of economics above all else, we inadvertently distort other aspects of life, leading to destruction. Hence, just as Narayana Murthy found his calling and dedicated a significant portion of his life to it, we all need to discover our own calling and allocate the necessary time to pursue them. In this sense, it's not just about 70 hours a week, but 24 hours a day that we are called to be intentional and committed to living a meaningful life that can then, from the ground up, infuse our nation with life and meaning.